Hi vinyl community, it's Mike here, and I've got some shocking news about the VC. I turned on YouTube the other day and I noticed that Ben Rankins had done another video. But when I clicked on it, it turns out it's a ranking video. Ben Rankins doing a ranking video. Whatever next? You know, what's the world coming to? I thought I knew what was going on in this world, but it's turned everything on its head. You know, if Ben's going to do a ranking video, what's going to happen next? And I'm a bit concerned for you, mate. So is this going to be a regular thing? Is it going to be rankings? You know, is that what's happening next? So, you know, what will the subject be? You know, Van Morrison's 10 greatest conspiracy theories, maybe. That'll be a good one for you. And I thought, no, you know, this isn't right. You know, ranking videos are for when you've sort of run out of ideas, isn't it? But anyway, I watched it anyway, and there's a redeeming feature here. It was Ben Rankins' top 10 punk songs, punk singles from the 1970s. And of course, you know, being Ben, it was his top 10 Australian punk singles of the 1970s. So I thought, yeah, why don't I do a little bit of a response to this? I can do a UK one. But before I do that, I'll just show you something that's sort of very relevant to Ben's video. And I picked this up this weekend. It's the latest single from Wild Billy Childish and CTMF. And as you can see, it's a cover of the Saints' brilliant I'm Stranded. And, you know, being Wild Billy, it's in good hands here. He's done a really brilliant rendition of I'm Stranded. So if you see this, Ben, I think you need to get hold of a copy. But anyway, the thing about Australian punk is that I don't think it has the strength in depth of UK punk. But to be fair about this, I think the greatest punk song of the 1970s is an Australian song. And if you want to know what that is, go over and watch Ben's video. I'll leave a link in the description, as always. And some of you might have guessed what that is already. So, as I say, you know, there's strength in depth for UK punk. So, you know, unlike the England cricket team, UK punks are big hitters, you know. So here you go. So what I thought I'd do is that I'd exclude some of the bigger punk names from my 10, and I'm not going to rank my top 10. I'm just going to show you at the end 10 punk songs that I think are really great. So what am I not going to show? Which bands, which artists am I not going to show? Well, obviously I'm not going to show the Sex Pistols. That, you know, they're just too big, aren't they? And the Damned. I'm not going to show any Damned in my 10. Certainly can't have any Jam. You know, far too well known, aren't they? What about the Buzzcocks? No Buzzcocks in the 10. The Stranglers? Well, Stranglers, you know, they were one of the biggest bands on the planet, weren't they, in the 70s, so no Stranglers in my top 10. No Clash. Not even any Susie and the Banshees. Didn't include the Adverts, thought they might be a bit too big. The Wonderful X-Ray Specs. They're too big to make it into my 10. The Marvellous Undertones from Northern Ireland. They won't make it into my 10. UK Subs. Again, great British punk band. No, they're not going to make it in my 10. They're too big. The Wonderful Penetration. They're not going to make it either. The Members, because everybody's heard of Sound of the Suburbs, haven't they? So they won't make it. Even Leeds punk royalty don't make it. Gang of Four. The Boomtown Rats don't make it, but to be fair, they wouldn't have made it in any top 10 of mine. But there you go. The great Ian Jury. He's far too big to be in my 10. Angelic Upstarts. Nope, they're not there either. One of Scotland's finest bands, the Rosillos. They're not in the list either. How about Sham 69? Great single, but doesn't make the 10. They're too big for this. Gen X. Again, King Rocker. Great single. Doesn't make it into my list. Magazine don't make it either. Another great band from Northern Ireland. There you go. Stiff Little Fingers. I love the cover. I love that photograph. Skids. Skids don't make it into my 10. They're too big. Even 999. They're not in my 10. Great band from London. The Lurkers. And these guys don't make it either. Chelsea, not particularly big bands, I think, but Right to Work is one of those singles that I think, if you like UK punk, you know Right to Work. So that's 25, I think, bands, artists that don't make the cut because they're just too damn popular. So who have I got instead? So as I say, I'm not doing a top 10 ranking. I don't do that sort of thing, Ben. But these are just songs that I really like, and we start off with the Raincoats, and there you go. This is their single on Rough Trade. I'll show you the label if you like, and there it is. And as you can see, it's Fairy Tale in the Supermarket. Fantastic bit of all-girl punk from the Raincoats. Next, a band that you may have heard of, I don't know. Alternative TV, and this is it. And I've gone for the B side. The A side is really good, but I've gone for the B side. The A side is How Much Longer, but the B side is just 1 minute and 19 seconds of pure punk, and it's called You Bastard. And there you go. And that's the record there, and then they've got their logo on the other side. Right, Menace. Great punk band. Ranting on about the Greater London Council, GLC, by Menace. There you go. And what label? Oh yes, this is on the as quite a few actually of the records are on the wonderful Small Wonder records. Small Wonder didn't release that many records, but they really broke a lot of really good punk bands in the late 70s. So there you go. So that's ATV. Now this next one, it's the Fatal Microbes, and there they are. And this is a single called Violence Grows, and this is the band of Honey Bain, and the band was formed in 1978, I think, and Honey Bain was 14 years old, and the members of the band are Jem Stone, Peter Fender, and then Scotty Barker. And Sam Stone and Pete Fender were the children of Vice Versa, who, of course, was in the band Poison Girls. So there you go. So this is quite a difficult listen, I think. Violence Grows, but I absolutely love it. Honey Bain sort of after this, she ended up in a sort of youth detention centre for a little while, and then when she came out, she signed for Crass's record label, and I think she was on the first release on the Crass label. But don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. And again, you know, show you the label that Fatal Microbes were on the Small Wonder label. Right, I had to have something from Stiff. I had to have a Stiff record on here. And this I love. It's Larry Wallis. And as you can see, it's Police Car. And I absolutely love this. It gets a tone just right with it. You know, the police car, the police lurking in the shadows, up to no good, you know, ruining everybody's fun. And, you know, I remember seeing Larry perform this live. I think Nick Lowe was playing guitar, and it was on the Stiff, the first of the Stiff tours. I saw them at Leeds University, and they were brilliant. I mean, the whole evening was absolutely brilliant. Right. This band, it's their second single, and it's the Desperate Bicycles. And the song, as you can see there, it's called The Medium is Tedium. And it's really an appeal for people to go out, you know, form a band, release a record. And on the back it gives details of the release of their first single, which was Smokescreen. And they said, you know, they decided to form a band, release a record, and they did it all for £153. And as I say, they were saying to other people, you know, we can do it, so why not you? And there's the label there. Very strangely, you know, there's two tracks on this. The B-side, which isn't really the B-side, is called Don't Back the Front, but both tracks are on side one, and then you've got a white label on the back, but both of the tracks are repeated on side two. Right, band from Leeds, and this is the Mekons on the Fast record label. Where Were You? You know, this is one of my all-time favourite punk singles. You know, it's about being stood up in a bar. He buys a drink for a girl, and she doesn't show. So there you go. Where Were You? And that's from the Mekons, and I say it's on the Fast record label. Same label as Gang of Four at the start. Right, now my favourite punk love song, and this is I've shown this before and I love it so much. Patrik Fitzgerald, a bit of folk punk, you know, a love song, Safety Pin Stuck in My Heart. This is a song that's been covered by quite a few people. Chumbawamba do a really good cover of it. And, you know, the lyrics are just great, you know. I don't love you for your graveyard eyes. I don't love you for your shaven thighs. I just love you for that beat, beat, beat. I've got a safety pin stuck in my heart for you, for you. Brilliant song. And that's Patrik Fitzgerald. Right, how many have I got to go? Probably a couple more to go, yes. TV personalities, and this is the Where's Bill Grundy Now EP. And of course, you probably know Bill Grundy was the hapless interviewer who tried to get the better of the Sex Pistols on an early evening magazine chat show and failed miserably. And that was Bill Grundy's last appearance on television, was trying to get the better of the Sex Pistols. So where's Bill Grundy now? But the song that I've chosen here is Part-Time Punks. Part-Time Punks. It's a hilarious song. You know, it's about the punks that sort of have spent a lot of money trying to look like punks, and they go down the King's Road every Saturday, and they pose for the tourists. That's what Part-Time Punks is all about. So TV personalities. So, how many more? Oh, just the one to go. So this is the 10th one. And again, it's a band. I think were they from Birmingham? I think so. The Mo-Dettes. And this is their single, White Mice. Very sort of, it's pop punk really, and it's lovely. The Mo-Dettes weren't around very long. Released one album and about 4 singles, I think, and this is the best of them. White Mice, absolutely brilliant. So, that's my 10 sort of UK punk songs of the 1970s. Hope you like that, Ben, and if you do carry on with the Rankin videos, think very, very carefully about how this is going to affect your image, mate. I think maybe you need a bit of therapy, but there you go. I did enjoy it though. I did enjoy your video. So until next time, everybody, I'll see you. Bye bye.